So beside me, I have got two hedge cutters from Cramer. They run on their 82 volt battery system. The big question is it time to replace your dirty old petrol machine with a battery equivalent? Now, these hedge cutters are part of the Optimus range. So we've got a short reach handheld hedge cutter and we've got an articulated telescopic hedge trimmer. And in this video, we're going to test all the features and specs of these machines. We're going to see what they can actually do and if it can replace a petrol machine. So let's bang them together and see what they're all about. So there we go, all out of the box. Now, first thoughts. I actually really like that motor unit. Now, some long reach hedge cutters and even handheld hedge cutters, you've got quite a big gawky sort of where the battery slots in, but this actually looks quite streamlined. Looks pretty nice actually, and weight wise, I like that. Got that telescopic carbon fibre shaft, and gearbox wise, very similar to another brand that I've sort of reviewed in the past, that sort of gearbox assembly. So that'd be interesting to check that out. Now, when it comes to the handheld one, let's take the sheet off. That blade catcher, or that anti sort of cut guard, that looks pretty substantial. Blades look good, double cut blades. Again, the body of the unit of the machine is nice and streamlined. Now, we're going to run it with a 5.5 amp hour battery today on their 82 volt system. So that's going to give us pretty good runtime, I should imagine. And even the back end of the hedge cutter. Yeah, like that a lot. Now, one thing I have noticed on both of these as well is the greasing points. It's handy to have those greasing points on both gearboxes. They're magnesium on obviously the articulated and the handheld, but also on this one, that little handy feature there, which I reckon that is to adjust your blades in and out. So if you were to sharpen them, you don't have to run the blades and get them to stop, so you can get in there with a file or an angle grinder. We'll check that out later. Right, I think we ought to slip a battery in and actually go and put them to some use. Now, we've got top-off hedges like this. We've got thicker material to cut like ivy, but let's start off with the hedge behind us, which has got a mixture of different thicknesses and material, including hawthorn and sycamore. We're going to start off with Cramer's HT71, one of many offerings from Cramer in their battery handheld hedge cutter range. If we need any extra length, we can get the telescopic one, but let's see how we can get on with this first. The Cramer HT71 runs on their 82 volt system, delivering professional performance with battery convenience. It features adjustable cutting speeds of up to 5,000 strokes per minute with 2 speed settings and a reverse function. The 71cm stainless steel laser cut blades provide clean, precise cuts, while the articulated rear handle makes trimming comfortable from any angle. A lightweight magnesium gearbox ensures durability, keeping the weight to just 3.8 kilos without the battery. Cutting performance matches a 27cc petrol machine with a 30mm blade gap and 20mm cutting capacity. For added protection, the blade tip is reinforced and the tool is rated IPX5 water resistant for reliable use in demanding conditions. When paired with the Core 530 battery, the HT71 delivers up to 300 minutes of runtime, allowing extended work between charges. It is certainly amazing the reach you can get with this machine. Now, I do prefer a standard handheld hedge cutter over a long reach because it's a lot more flexible. You can get in around, you can obviously cut in underneath really easily as well. But one thing I'd probably do with this, obviously I'm using a 5.5 amp hour battery. I'll probably, if I was going to use this all day long, I'll put a 4 in there, which is going to be a little bit lighter. But I think build quality wise, lovely. It's got plenty of power. I love the plastics on the Cramer stuff. It is very thick, very durable. I think if you're going to drop this, it's not going to crack. But let's go and have a play with the long reach articulated version now. Now, the next hedge is a little bit taller. And as you can see, it's probably the most used bush in Devon. We've cut this hedge many a times throughout the year, and we've just got to basically just take off the top now and get it back to a nice square edge. So I think this is going to be the perfect tool for the job. And because I want to obviously cut the top of the hedge and just stay out from the hedge just slightly, I'm going to move it around one position just so I get that blade angle. The Cramer PHT32 offers adjustable cutting speeds up to 4,500 strokes per minute with 2-speed settings and reverse function. The 51cm dual reciprocating laser cut blades deliver clean results, supported by an anti-jam function for smooth operation. A magnesium gearbox ensures strength without excess weight, while rubber-coated bumpers and handles add durability and can serve as an additional grip for extra reach. Weighing 5.4 kilos without the battery, the PHT32 delivers cutting power equivalent to a 27cc petrol machine with a 30mm blade gap and 20mm cutting capacity. For protection and reliability, it includes a blade tip guard, an IPX5 weather resistant rating, and a carbon fibre shaft for reduced weight and durability. You'll probably see that I actually tipped the blade back. And that's because there's actually a nice distance between the gearbox casing, the motor, your hands and the hedge. So you can get in actually pretty close while keeping your hands away from the hedge. So I really like that, but there is one but, and that is the trigger assembly on here. Now, you turn it on by pressing that button, self-explanatory. Obviously, throttle it up, like so. Now, with most battery manufacturers on the market, it's got like a 3-stage trigger. Now, this one hasn't got a button on the side you push in to then obviously utilise your dead man's handle. This is a bit more like a conventional petrol machine in the way it works, but it does turn itself off after some time, which leads me on to the fact that you have to press your finger on there to then use it. I would have preferred to maybe had a second button on there just to hold in to throttle up. There you go, battery's off already. That's the only downside I can see to it. The balance is great, the power's there, blade speed's phenomenal, especially on this fine stuff. Should we go and take a closer look at the gearbox, see what's going on in there? Now, I always think with hedge cutters, the business end is obviously the blades and the gearbox. If you've got a decent gearbox and a decent set of blades, it'll pretty much cut anything. Now, we'll take a look inside the magnesium gearbox itself, and also we'll have a look at that feature where you can adjust your blades in and out, because I think that is what it is. I haven't looked, but I presume that's what it is. So if we take these screws off and have a look what's going on inside there first. Oh, nice. Always like to see that. Nice set of bearings on your cam, instead of it just running on grease or relying on grease and that all moving there. Nice bit of support, but obviously in that magnesium case, that is the big thing behind it. Obviously it's lightweight, but it is high strength. Moving on to this little adjustment screw here, I thought you basically screwed it in and out and it would basically move your blades up and down so you could get in to access it for cleaning, for sharpening and so on. But it doesn't do that. Doesn't really show you anything in the instructions other than this bit of paper, which shows after lubrication and greasing to undo that screw. So what we think is you undo this, it spreads the blades apart, that allows the grease in between the blades when you run them up, and then you can screw them back down to tighten them up. I think that is the only logical reason behind it, but for you hedge cutter connoisseurs out there, if you know what that screw actually does, other than what I just said, please let me know in the comments below. So as I mentioned previously, on the long reach articulated hedge cutter, this gearbox and motor assembly is very similar to a lot of others on the market, which probably is a good thing because it means it's tried and tested. I know it would be Cramer's own motor and Cramer's own gearbox, but this whole design has obviously been around for some time. So I presume people like this. I certainly do. I like this this positive action of being able to adjust it. And obviously it's a very skinny little motor up the top here, which is really nice because then you're sort of counteracting the balance of the battery and the motor itself. So you get that nice balance. Gearbox wise, again, magnesium. It's going to be very similar sort of setup as that on the drive rods. Again, you've got your greasing point just there. And then obviously for transport as well, which is really nice, you can fold that right back in round and shut it out flat like that. So it actually brings it down to quite a nice sort of sizable machine to store in the back of your van. The other thing these gearboxes and blade setups have is the anti-jam feature. So they are able to cut up to 20mm of material. Our blade gap on this hedge cutter is 30mm. Let's try it through there. Not quite cutting it, is it? But my blades are now jammed. So what I can do is up here, I can now change it into reverse. So by pressing this button just here, it then goes into reverse mode. Easy as that. Straight out. Simples. Again, just a nice little feature that they've added onto this hedge cutter to get you out of trouble. Right, let's give it a bit of a fighting chance and see what I can do actually when the blades are engaged. So I haven't tried the old telescopic out yet, so let's put them right up to full extent. Now they say that you can reach up to 5 meter hedges when it's fully extended, so yeah, let's give that a go. Now this long reach model has 135 degrees of head movement across 7 positions. The trimmer easily adapts to different cutting angles. Its extendable length from 2.5 to 3.2 meters allows safe hedge cutting up to 5 meters high without ladders. And with the Core 530 battery, runtime reaches up to 410 minutes on a single charge. So at the start of the video, I asked the question, is petrol dead? Well, I think when it comes to hedge cutters, that certainly is the case. There is no need to buy a petrol or gasoline hedge cutter when you can run yourself one of these products behind me. Now, what do I like about these machines? Well, they are lightweight, they're well balanced, because I like the motor up on the telescopic end of this one. It certainly balances it out with the weight of the battery on the back end. What would I change? I'd probably have a 4 amp hour battery in both of these to reduce the weight, even if it meant having 2 of those over one of the large capacities, because you can always charge one up. On the short reach hedge cutter, I would like to see a rough cut version. I would class this more as a trimmer. So it gives you a fantastic blade speed when you're cutting thinner stuff, but when you go into thicker stuff, you probably just want a little bit more torque, a little bit of a wider tooth gap just to get through that thicker stuff. Now, having the addition of the telescopic element to this one is an absolute game changer. But if you want a fixed length hedge cutter, they do the PH22. And if you wanted a shorter hedge cutter in this version, they also do the 61. So obviously I've been running it with a 5.5 amp hour battery today, and we've done about an hour's hedge cutting in total, and we've still got 4 bars full charge, or just under full charge of battery. So that's pretty good, that's pretty impressive. You always get your sort of accessories and your bits and pieces in the box, and you get this harness with the telescopic version. Now, I don't really use any of these harnesses when it comes to battery gear because they're so light anyway, and I never feel you can get it in the right position to actually carry the weight. So I'll yoink that straight out the way. Now, the next point to cover is obviously the range of battery tools that Cramer produce. Because they are only a battery manufacturer, they put all their effort into developing all these tools. So they have got a comprehensive catalogue. So if you're looking to get into battery or you want to increase your battery range, it's certainly worth checking these guys out. And after doing my research this morning on these tools and looking at the prices, I think they are one of the most cost-effective battery brands or professional battery brands there is on the market. So if you want to get into it, check out the website and the link we have put in the description below. We are Machinery Nation. We bring you product videos every week all about tools and machinery. We hope you enjoyed this video. Drop us a comment below, ding the notification bell and like this video, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Cheerio!